Hello guys, welcome to this YouTube channel. This is the first video of this channel. But before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ratama, and today in this video, I would like to presenting about planning. Before we jump into the planning matter, may some of you wondering what is the strategy, what is the planning, what's the management strategy, and why are they important to you as a manager or as a beginner in a business? And many of you may curious about what is the VRIO, and that stands for value, variety, immutability, and organization. Or may you curious about how does the VRIO works? Here we go. Let's get started about planning. Planning is the first function of four-function management process. There are four functions of management. The first one is, of course, planning. The second one is organizing. The third is leading, and the last one is controlling. In the planning, you're setting the goals, and you're thinking and deciding what and how to achieving the goals, and it's linked into the strategy. And the other definition of planning is a coping with uncertainty by formulating or thinking about the future action that you will do in the future in order to achieving the specified result. In the planning, you will thinking about preparing what you should prepare when you want to start a business. Okay, let's move for the example of planning. One type of important plan is a business plan. Business plan is a document outlined or proposed company goals, the strategy of how achieving the goals, and the standard for measuring the success. That is one of example of the planning. And let's move to the strategy. Strategy is a large scale of action plan, and that set the direction, the organization. For example of the strategy is grow your business organically. That means increase your revenue from the existing and new customer rather than acquiring the other company. Don't forget, for the strategy is not the things that you make at once, but the strategy you have to make generally reconsider maybe a year or every month. This depends on the economic business changing, so you have to put your attention on the economic business changing to make sure or to reconsider what the best strategy that will control the changing of business economy. Okay, let's move to the management strategy. Management strategy is the process that the manager should include all the part of organization when the organization or business thinking or formulating and implementation of the strategies and the strategy goal. It doesn't mean the top manager determine the strategy or the strategy goal, and then the other managers like middle managers, the first line managers should follow the strategy. Okay, the mean is all of the managers that include the top managers, middle managers, the first line managers should involve to the business when they or the business want to formulating and implementation the strategies or the strategy goal. Now we will learn about why are they important for you as a manager. There are three types of matters things that become the reason why they are important for you as a manager or beginner of business. The first one is to provide you momentum and direction. The second one is encouraging new ideas. The third one or the last one is develop a sustainable competitive advantage. Let's move to number 1 of the types. Provide you momentum and direction. May some of people out there will think that planning is not important, or the people who has been in the business just struck the today without thinking about momentum, and they just enjoy through the day. But remember, in the planning, you will focusing on the crucial problem or critical problem. You will have choices. You have opportunities, of course. In the opportunities, of course, you can take the momentum to expand your business. When you know what the momentum you have to take, you can expand your company or business to more large and large. Okay, the second types of reason why they are important to you as a manager or as a beginner of business is encouraging your ideas. In encouraging your ideas, they are creating a strategy planning. Which is the strategy planning provides you to encourage the people, to employ or the member of the teamwork to hard work in making important innovating in order to achieving long-range success. This means in the business, with a plan, you can encourage the employee to making a best innovation to make your business expand and maybe become long-range success. Okay, the third types of the reason why they are important to you as a manager or as a beginner of business is develop a sustainable competitive advantage. And the types provide you with competitive advantage. I know after you listen to the words of competitive advantage, your mind will come up with a question: what is the competitive advantage? Competitive advantage is the ability of the company or office to produce goods and services more effectively than the other company do. This means the company or business is outperforming from the other company. The competitive advantage can occur when your company or business moving for a step ahead than the company do. The first things that your company have to do is respond to the customer in innovating, quality, and effectiveness. When your company do the first things ahead than the company do, your company is competitive advantage. Okay, we move to the VRIO analyzing. VRIO analyzing stands for value, rarity or rare, immutability, and organization, which means VRIO is the framework to analyzing the capability or your resources to determine its competitive strategy potential by answering the 4 questions about value, rarity, immutability, and organization. In every part of VRIO has their own question that if you answer yes, it has own meaning. If you answer it no, then of course they have own meaning too. The first one is valuable. And the valuable, there is a question, and the question is the capability of resources valuable? Valuable means that the capability of resources is allowed to your firm to allocate the opportunities or naturalize traits. If the answer is yes, it means the company is competitive advantage. If the answer is no, it means your company is competitive disadvantage. And the second one is rarity. And in the rarity, there's a question. And the question is the capability or resources costly to imitate the other firms? Okay, let's move to the second types of VRIO, that is rarity. And the rarity, there is a question, and the question is the capability or research currently controlled by few firms or just only one firms? If the answer is yes, it means the company is in temporary competitive advantage. If the answer is no, it means your company is equal competitive advantage. For example, if in this your business area there is no other company who is provide the services or the goods that you make or provide, it means your company is competitive advantage. Okay, next for this third types of VRIO, that is imitability. There is a question, and the question is the capability of research costly to the other firms to imitate? If the answer is yes, this means your company is defined to be competitive advantage. But if the answer is no, it means the company is temporary competitive advantage. For example, if your business is offering about the washing service and you use your own tool and it may not costly, and that is not the other company will imitate you. So it means you are competitive advantage, but it may temporary advantage. Okay, let's move to the last types of VRIO, that is organization. In the organization, there are questions about it, and the question is the firm to organize it to exploit the capability of research? If the answer is yes, it means the firm has necessary structure, culture, control system, employee policy, and the particularly financing. And that means the answer of the value, rarity, imitability is a yes. And of course, that means the company has a competitive potential to go forward. Okay, in this memory, we will learn about the fundamental of planning. In the fundamental of planning, we'll learn about what is vision, what is a mission, what is a value statement, and what the types of the plan. Okay, let's move to the definition of mission. The organization mission is its purpose or reason for being, and the mission statement is the expression of the mission itself. Okay, this means in the mission statement is express why your business is exist. Okay, let's move to the vision. Vision is a long-term goal that describing what the organization want to become. Okay, and then the vision statement is the express what the organization should become.
And that is the definition of mission, mission statement, vision, and vision statement. Hope you understand the definition of them. And then we move to the value statement. The value statement definition is the expression of what the company stand for, its priorities, its valuable of employee body, and what the product that contribute to the world. That is the definition of value statement. Okay, after that, we're moving to the three types of planning. There are three types of planning, and they are: the first one is strategic planning, the second one is tactical planning, and the third is operational planning. The strategic planning will be done by the top management, and it will thinking or determine the long-term goals. And in the tactical planning will be done by the middle management, and will determine about the contribution, what the contribution is. And the last one, the operational planning, will done by the first line management, and will determine about how to accomplish this specific task. And that is the three types of planning. Okay, after I explained about the three types of planning, right now we will learn about the types of goals. There's two types of the goals. The first one is the long-term goals, and the second one is short-term goals. Long-term goals is referred to the strategic goals, and the short-term goals is referred to the tactical goals and the operational goals. Okay, right now I would like to presenting about the two types of the plan. And the two types of the plan, they are: the first one is the standing plan, the second one is single-use plan. In the standing plan, there's subtypes of the standing plan. And the first one is the policy, the second is procedure, and the third is the rule. And in the single-use plan, there are two types inside the single-use plan. The first one is the program, and the second one is the project. And let's move to the explanation of the standing plan. Standing plan are plans developed for activities that occur repeatedly over a period of time. And what I will say that in the standing there are three types in the standing plan. The first one is policy. Policy is a standing plan that outlines the general response to the assigned problem or situation. For example, this workplace does not condone swearing. This policy is a broad statement that gives managers general idea about what. And the procedure is standing plan that outlines the response to particular problem. For example, McDonald's specified exactly how a hamburger should be dressed, including in order in which the mustard, ketchup, on pickles are applied in the hamburger. And in the rule, that is the last types that in the standing plan is the rule is the standing plans that design specific required action. For example, no smoking is allowed anywhere in the building, and this allows no room for interpretation. Okay, the next types of the plan is single-use plans. Single-use plans are plans developed for activities that are not likely occur repeated in the future. And such plans can be programs and project. The programs means it's a single plan encompassing range of projects or activities. For example, the US government space program has had several projects, including the Challenge project, the Hubble telescope project, and the Space Shuttle project. Okay, that's the example of the program. Let's move to the two types of the types that consist or include in the single-use plan. That is a project. Projects mean that it's single-use plan of less scope and complexity than the program. An example for that is the Space Shuttle project, one of several projects in the government space program, and consisted of 3 shuttles like Discovery, in the Ever, and the Atlantis. Okay, let's next for the metric. The metric is the name as SMART goal. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, result oriented, and has target dates. Okay, I will explain it uh, in each part of the SMART itself. The first one is specific. Specific goals should be stated in the specific rather than the vague terms. The goal, as many plans as possible, should arrive on the time is the general. The goal that 90% of plans should arrive within 15 minutes of the scheduled arrival time is a specific. Okay, the second type of SMART is measurable. Whenever possible, goals should be measurable or quantifiable, as in 90% of plans. It should arrive within 15 minutes. That is, there should be some way to measure the degree to which goal has been reached. And next, attainable. Attainable is the third type of the SMART. And the attainable goals should be challenging, of course, but above all, should be realistic and attainable. And the last type of SMART is target dates. Goals should be specific. The target dates or deadline dates when they are to be attained. That is the main of target dates. Here we go. This is the planning or the control cycle. Okay. This is the 2 planning step for this and this. This is the 2 control steps for this and this. Okay. The first is you make the plan, and then you carry out the plan that you have to make the plan, and then you controlling the direction by comparing the result of the plan, and then you control the direction in the 2 ways, and the 2 ways of the control direction is the first is correcting by deviations, and the second is improving the future plans, and after that you go back to make the plan. That is the cycle of that. All the explanation about planning, I would like to refresh your mind after listening to all the explanation of the planning. Okay, let's start from this. What is strategy? What is the planning? What is the management strategy? And the types of why the reason they are important to you as a manager, and what is a VRIO. Let's move to the what is the planning. Planning, in the simple words, is setting the goals and deciding or thinking how to achieve the goals, and it's linked to the strategy. Remember, there is any definition of that. Okay, planning also means that planning is coping with uncertainty by formulating and thinking about the future action that you will be do in order to achieving the specified result. Okay, remember it. And the second one is strategy. Strategy In a simple word, it's a large-scale action plan that set the direction for an organization. Okay, that's simple words. The third is management strategy. Management strategy is the process that all this, the level of management or manager should involve to the all the part of organization when the organization or business want to formulating or implementation the strategy and the goal strategy. Okay, the reason why they are important to you as a manager or as a beginner of business is the first is providing the momentum and direction. Direction is you know where your company or the business will go, and the momentum is the best time that you have to take for expand your company. The second is encouraging new ideas. Okay, and the reason why is you can encourage your people to hard work to find the importance of innovating in order to achieving the long range success. Okay, and the third is develop a sustainable competitive advantage. Okay, in this reason there is provide the competitive advantage. Remember, the competitive advantage is the ability of the company to produce the good or services more effectively than the other company do. That means your company is outperforming from the other company. Okay, remember there is VRIO. Analyzing. VRIO stands for valuable, rarity or rare, immutability and organization. VRIO is the framework that analyzing the capability or the research determine its competitive strategy potential by answering the question about value, rare, immutability, and organization. Remember it. And of course, you have to remember about what is the mission, what is the mission statement, what's the vision, what is the vision statement. Mission organization is its purpose or the reason for being, and the mission statement is the expression of the mission itself. And the vision is the long-term goal that describing what the business or organization want to become. And the vision statement is the expression of what should be the business or the company become. Okay, or you can say the express of the vision itself. Okay, so next is you have to remember that there's two types of goals. The first one is the long-term goals. The second is short-term goals. Long-term goals is referred to the strategic goals. The short-term goals is referred to the tactical goals and the operational goals. Okay, got it? Let's remember it. And then we move to the types of the planning. There are three types of the planning. The first one is the strategic planning. Second one is the tactical planning. The third one is the operational planning. And remember, the strategic planning is done by the top management. The tactical planning is done by the middle management, and the operational planning is done by the first line management. Okay, you have to remember it to know what's manager control the plan. Okay, that's all about my explanation about the planning. Hope you enjoy watching this video and you understand what I just explained to you, and hopefully what I just explained to you about explanation about planning will be clearly your question about it. So hopefully in the next time you want to make a business or start a business, you have to make the plan first or the strategy first, so your business will run good. Okay, that's all about my video. I would like to say thank you for watching this video and see you next time.